Guys, I thought our guys fought extremely hard today. If you're a fan of Miami or NC State, you saw a tremendous offensive performance probably from both groups. When you look at it, 86 points from them and 81 from us. I thought both teams played very well on the offensive end. I don't know about Jim, and certainly you can ask him. But when your team gives up over 50% from the field, and certainly we were able to score over 50% against a very good defense. Obviously, you got a lot of things to work on. And with us, I thought we did a good job offensively. We shared the basketball. You look at it, we had 22 assists on 31 made field goals. I thought our guys played loose, but we didn't get the stops when we needed to. And certainly, we'll go back and we'll clean some of that up, and we'll become a better basketball team because of it. So, questions?
Miami shot 40% or less in 4 of its 5 previous ACC games today, like 57, 58%. Did you see this coming?
Well, let's call it good coaching. Maybe no, they've had a few extra days off, and I know Jim's been concerned about his team not shooting the ball or sharing the basketball. And give them credit. I thought they came out and did a tremendous job of sharing the basketball. You think about this. I don't know, the Miami in the last 3 games have had 26 assists, and they did today. They shot the ball. I mean, they passed the ball well, which led to some good shots for them.
What did you see in your pick and pop game that worked so effectively? And then conversely, how hard is it to keep Bruce Brown from doing Bruce Brown things?
What did we see offensively, or those?
What did you guys do offensively that worked so well in the pick and pop game?
Yeah, we're becoming very good at that, and we're becoming a threat because of the fact that Omer can step out and make shots from three-point line into even 18 feet out to three-point line. But we're becoming a very good basketball team. I mean, you think about it, and everybody says this. This is one of I think the 4th ranked team that we played. Miami's really good. We had our chances. We had an opportunity. When our guys went down 12 late in the second half, you get a chance to find out a little bit about your guys, and our guys fought and obviously put ourselves in position to win the game.
Kevin, Miami, follow up on Bob's question. I think Miami's shooting 34% from 3 coming into this game. Obviously, they hit 10 of them, but it seems to me in the scouting report you want to have them shoot from outside as opposed to driving or bang it inside the heel. Is this one of those games where you have to tip your hat to a better team that beat you the way you wanted them to beat you?
Yeah, I think back, and after when we played early on, we were struggling, and we wasn't shooting the ball well. And every team has that game where you say, man, they are really shooting the ball from behind the arc. When you look at us, it was Jacksonville here. Everybody said, this team can't shoot, and we made shots. Give those guys credit. They stepped up to the line and they made shots. We did a good job. We closed off on a lot of those guys, obviously because we knew they wasn't great behind the arc, and they made great shots. And I think they made shots because they made an effort to make good passes. I've always said this: if you're going to be a good shooting team, you have to be a great passing team. And when you look at it, the stats don't lie. They made 26 passes that led to easy baskets.
15 turnovers for you guys today. Markelle said he thought that was a result of kind of guys trying to do too much a little bit on offense. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, we had some uncharacteristic turnovers. Markelle with 6 of them, and one of the things that I've been working on with him, he's got a bad habit that I've got to get him out of. He likes to drive and then jump in the air and get stuck, and a lot of times it works, but most time it doesn't. And certainly it didn't work tonight, and we're turning the ball over. But it was a high-paced game. I thought both teams played with energy. I usually say this after a win. It's unfortunate that one team had to lose a game because, like I said, it was a great basketball game, especially on the offensive end.
Conversely, Markelle does end up finishing with 14 assists in his first start since the suspension. I mean, where is he at, I guess, in this lineup at this point after the suspension and kind of having a game like he did today?
Well, he's coming. I mean, his conditioning is nowhere near where it needs to be. He's still winded. Obviously, I probably played him too many minutes because obviously he's not where I want him to be, but he was playing well and sharing the basketball. But he's getting better. His confidence is starting to get back. I want him to look for a shot a little bit more. I mean, he's a kid that'll go through the game and happy with 14 assists but don't take any shots. And he's capable of scoring for us.
Kevin, they were able to get to the rim quite a bit, like 42 points in the paint, I think. What do you guys need to do defensively better to kind of close that off? There were a lot of like open shots in the lane.
We got to guard the ball. I didn't think we guarded the ball. You know, one of the scouting reports is that Miami is a good one-on-one team as far as breaking you down, getting in the paint. And today we didn't guard the ball. And, I mean, it's simple as that. And, you know, as a coach, you know, I told the guys in the locker room, I'm very proud of their effort. We played. It was a game that you could certainly have won. But we will go back and we'll get better at guarding the basketball.
Finish a stretch here with 5 ranked teams in 6 ACC games before you hit the road again. When you look at everything this team has done, today was the first day the guys said they couldn't find that moment when they needed one, and they couldn't defend better despite that being clearly the problem throughout the course of the game. When you look at the entire first section of the ACC season here, this first month, do you evaluate that scheduling as any reason as to why that might have been the problem today?
No, you know what? I look at this, what are we, 7 games in? And I don't know that anybody else, and of course you play in the ACC, I don't know that anybody has played 4 ranked teams in a 7-game set so far. I don't know that. You guys can fact check that for me. But I'm proud of these guys. You know, it would have been a lot of people that said we wasn't capable of winning the games that we won. And not only of that, you know, obviously 1 or 2 possessions here or there today, and we certainly will be obviously between, you know, be 4 and 3 instead of 3 and 4. I'm happy with this team. These guys are fighting, they're clawing. I'm excited to watch them play. They've gotten better. We're going to continue to get better, but I like the pieces that we have. And through that being said, in the 7 games, we still haven't had everybody on the floor at the same time. Obviously, Markell didn't play a few of those games, and so we're a team that's getting better. And you know, it's the ACC. It's a tough conference, but I love my group, and we're right there in the mix with everybody else.
LeVar had given you a good burst in the first half when you came from 12 down. You're down 7, and at about 5 minutes to go, I think, or 4, and you went with LeVar and the 4-guard lineup that was so successful against Wake Forest. And then it got to 12, and you went back to Al. Is that because Al was having such an outstanding day offense and you needed points?
Yeah, absolutely. I felt like Al would give us more offense. We were down. Obviously, in order to get back into the game, you got to defend. But I thought we need scoring at that time, so Al was the decision at that time.
Kevin, is the foul trouble what's hurting Malik the most right now, or is he healthy, or his production's really dropped off the last few years?
Yeah, I think the biggest part of it is foul trouble, and honestly, he's having a lot of defensive breakdowns. You know, in order, you know, I've prided myself on these guys that if you're going to play, then you got to do a tremendous job of not having so many breakdowns. And to be honest with you, that's one of his biggest issues right now.